channel, guys. So nice having you, Dave Murphy of Beyond All Hope. Say hi to the guys, Dave.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Thank you for the honor to chat with me, man. It means a lot to me. I know
Of
we've been
course.
wanting to do this for a while now, but due to our circumstances, we've not been able to fix a date until now.
Yeah, of
So
course.
have a, yeah, uh, so I have a couple of questions for you. Basically about your music project and about your new single Ghost. But first, before I dive right to that, the first question I have for you is what kind of inspired you to start up this project with Beyond All Hope?
So I had a band back from like 2007 or 8 till 2013 when I lived in
Okay.
Oklahoma, and then we kind of dispersed, went our own ways, and then I came up here, met my wife, and um, I just missed music, I guess. So I was like, I got to get back into it, but I've been extremely busy with family and work and things like that. So I was like, maybe I'll just give it a go, try something by myself and see what happens. And I guess here we are. Got a few songs out, hopefully to keep going.
Yeah, cool, cool. It's funny how I discovered you actually. You should be familiar with Breakdown Central. He's reacted, on one of his songs before. I happened to, bump across one of the songs that he reacted on, on his channel, and I think the breakdown kind of caught my attention, and I thought to myself, why don't I just give these guys a tune, and just, check, these guys out, and ever since I've been blown away, and
Hell
and then we started talking along the line, and I reacted to one of the songs called Truth Bomb. I think that was my first reaction in the song, and that song really slapped, man. Fucking sick. And then your recent, song that you just released, Ghost, um, which is another very very sick. In fact, it's my favorite from the song so far, and it made my repeat playlist. I'm pretty sure you must have seen it on the channel, yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I like
uh,
to hear.
cool, cool. So I just want to ask some questions, centered around this your new single Ghost. I noticed the sound quality is like super sick, compared to your older stuff. I also noticed, a lot of diversity in the sound, like it was not like the same structure like the former song that I, reacted on. What kind of brought about this change?
So the biggest thing that happened for me on my end, I work with a producer named Tyler Rule.
Uh,
He helps me get
oh,
all
Tyler Will. I mean,
together. He
I know
records,
Tyler.
and on my end, when I record the vocals, I noticed that my sound quality was not good when I sent it over to him. So
Okay.
I kind of see behind me, I put a bunch of treatment up in my room where I record and changed a
Okay.
few things with the way I actually do the recording. And
No,
on
nice.
my end, that helped out a ton. As far as the instruments and the new sound, I just kind of I had the idea that I don't want to keep doing the same generic heavy sounds that you typically hear. Um,
That's a nice one. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of the same thing with the way I record my vocals. It may sound like a little like throaty and like extra raw to some people. I've had that comment thrown at me quite a bit, which is
Oh, cool.
good because that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want to have that
You
same.
don't want that same generic sound again. Yeah, I get it, man. I get
Yeah,
it.
I want
Cool.
want to throw a little bit of different stuff in there, do a little bit of experiment, and kind of see what happens. The new stuff
Uh,
we're working on right now is kind of leaning that same direction, like Ghost
yeah,
was.
yeah,
I want to keep changing the vibe every song. I don't want the
yeah,
whole every song
yeah.
to sound the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cool, cool. That's very, very lovely. And trust me, it's gonna get you more, followers to, the band because I notice a lot of people lately, they don't want that same generic sound, that a lot of metalcore and deathcore songs have lately. Like they want something different. So if you're able to, infuse in something different in the sound, and kind of make it a little bit diverse, and
Yep.
appealing at the same time, it's something I would really strike a lot of people's attention to do. So it's a good thing, man. It's a good
Yeah.
thing that decided to head that towards that route. So my next question for you, Jake, I want to ask you, what are your top three metal bands? What bands kind of influenced you to wanting to get into this project?
That's a loaded question because I love a ton of bands, but
Yeah.
I will say the bands that really have kind of driven the sound that I have now, that they're always on repeat. Left to Suffer.
Oh, Left to Suffer. This guy's a fucking sick. This guy's a fucking sick. I know the band.
The best heavy band in the game right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know,
right? Gideon is second.
Gideon is good. I think I've been listening to Gideon since like high school. These guys are fucking sick. Very, very sick band. I think they were one of the bands that really got me into metalcore.
Nice.
It's good taste to have, man. Good taste to have. Go ahead.
I would say the last band is one that I kind of just recently discovered. They're called Dissect. I don't know if anybody knows them a whole lot, but they've definitely been dropping some bangers out there. I believe they're from Australia. Cool. Sorry if anybody from that band sees this.
Australia, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because Australia is like a haven for, beautiful metalcore and deathcore songs, especially deathcore as a genre. Like Australian bands are really, really fun for us, in the scene. It's so cool. So I'm not surprised. Maybe you can send me a link to, Dissect, so I can just check them out because I don't know the band. They're really cool. Maybe after the interview, right?
All right.
Cool. You've got good taste, man. You've got good taste. That's a nice one. So my next question for you, what is the plan that you have for, your project, Beyond All Hope, like long term? How do you want to see the band like in the near future, for like 5 to 6 years from now? Do you want to be playing live someday, or is there any other plans that you have for the band?
So right now I'm just kind of taking it song by song, if you will. Currently I have 3 songs out for everybody to listen to, and I've already redone my very first song, Enemy. I completely retracked it. We everything from start to finish, so we beat that one up. Sound quality a lot better. I'm working on a few more tracks past that, and I'm going to be dropping an EP hopefully this summer. And I kind of just want to catch a feel for it, what happens with it from there. Ideally, I would love to make this a full live band again one day. It's just all about finding the right people and having schedules line up. My work and home life is very busy, so I don't necessarily have a lot of time for a full band.
Yeah, I know.
I want it, but
it's tough. It's tough, when you have a family, trying to balance up, family and a full-time band. Like, it's really a struggle. So I really commend a lot of you guys who's got family and at the same time still able to balance up their musical career. Like, the fact that you're able to balance up both, so one don't suffer, is something that I find very, very incredible. Good one, man. Good one. And I hope someday, the plans that you have for your band will be yield fruition, really. Because you're really good, and I'd really like to get you out there in the spotlight so a lot of people can get to know you, get to know your songs, because it's something that I really enjoy a lot, and I'm sure a lot of the fans out there, when they get to listen, of course they would be glued to it. So it's something that I hope would happen someday. Get you guys more recognition than what you're doing now. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Live is the way to go. Honestly, that's what gets people's attention. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. Exactly. And I want to say something. Those breakdowns, man. Don't water down the sound at all. Because I can remember when that my last breakdown hit to Ghost when I reacted to the song and holy shit, that shit fucking blew my mind, man. And I was like,
on that. Yeah.
That was fucking sick, man. Fucking sick. That was
He went up.
Sorry, man. That fucking cracked me up, for real. Those eyes, like.
Yeah.
That was cool, man. That was fucking cool. Nice one. Nice one. I think I have a few more questions for you. So tell me what other instruments can you play apart from your vocals? I know your vocals is fucking incredible. But, are there any other instruments you can play? Maybe the guitars or the drums?
With my last band, I actually played the bass for about 4 or so years of our band, 3 or 4 years, and then I switched to vocals after that, just because we had went through some member changes and whatnot. It's been a hot minute since I picked up a bass, but I mean, I could definitely get back down on it. I've been considering picking one back up just to kind of maybe start recording my own instruments here and there, or like just little parts here and there. But as far as like guitar and drums and stuff, nah, I'm not that good at that stuff. The bass, that's about it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. It's cool. It's good to know you can play the bass. You know?
Yeah,
it's awesome. That's awesome, man. So tell me, are there any vocalists that kind of influenced you to wanting to become your own vocalist? You know what I mean? Are there kind of any vocalists in the metal scene now that you really look up to? Someone you can call your idol or role model?
Ooh, that's a hard one. There's a good handful. So back when I very first started doing vocals, I would say my favorite vocalist at the time, this is probably 2010, 11, somewhere in there. Matthew Hastings, My Children, My Bride. That was one of my favorites at the time. And The Ghost Inside, Jonathan.
Oh, The Ghost Inside. Oh my God. Those guys are fucking insane. You got a good taste, man.
Yeah, that was.
I think one of my favorite songs from those guys is Engine 45. Like that song slaps. I love that song a lot.
Oh yeah, they put out some serious good jams.
Yeah, true. That's a nice one.
Yeah, I would say those two. And as of like right now, Taylor Barber with Left to Suffer, he's like, he has it on lockdown at the moment, in my opinion.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So I think that's about it, man. I don't really have any more questions for you. But lastly, I just want you to, kind of say something to the fans, or to the viewers, maybe like what are they to expect from you, in the near future? Is there going to be a new video out or an audio or anything, or an album? Just let it guys know.
For sure, there's a lot being worked on right now. I know over like the last couple of years since I actually started this, it's been very slow. There hasn't been a lot of posting. There hasn't been a lot of videos. I've been pretty quiet about everything. Business is definitely picking up in the next few months. Currently have a lot of content being created. There is two more brand new things being worked on at the moment. I should be dropping a 5-song EP. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If everything works
as man. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it, man.
And I'm really hoping to get some more video work done, but definitely considering trying to do an actual like music video on the next one instead of just a lyric video, because I know that kind of gets a little more interest for people opposed to just seeing words pop up on the screen. I get it. I apologize to everybody.
No. It's fine. It's understandable. Making a music video can be very hard, So just take your time. It's not something you can rush into, because it consumes a lot of money as well. So take your time, man. You're in no rush.
No rush.
So,
I definitely feel the
provided the
the
bangers are good.
yeah, for sure. I definitely appreciate
Yeah.
everybody that's been listening, man. And even you. I appreciate the chat we're having
You're
now,
welcome.
reaction
Welcome, man.
videos, everybody that's listening, putting it on playlists. It's definitely more helpful than probably most people realize, especially anytime they're hitting that like or share button. It's just like, thank you.
Sure, man. Thank you so much, man. I really
Yeah.
appreciate the honor gives to me to, have a chat with me. It means a lot to me, man.
Yeah, I mean, you offered it to me, man.
So cool, man.
My mind
So cool.
blown. Somebody in Nigeria has heard my music, That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. It's so cool. And that's the beautiful thing about music. Like it connects people, from all over the world. Because this is something that I never even thought, could happen someday. A few years ago, I was just a regular metalhead, listening to metal music without, any hope of ever connecting with this band someday. So I think everything just, became a reality when I started the channel. I brought a lot of bands to the channel. I made friends with a lot of, vocalists, guitarists, drummers, and it's so cool, that I'm finally, getting that recognition, something I never thought was possible. So trust me, man, it's really cool. It's really cool. All right, thank you so much.
Thank
good to have you, man. Thank you so much,
like,
man. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning into the channel. I'll catch you guys in my next video. So we'll call it a day. Have a nice day, Jake.
Later, man. Thank you.
Yeah.